Hello and welcome back to Adam Plays Badly. I'm Adam, and I'm going to be playing Badly for you today. I'm going to be playing The Longest Journey again because I didn't get to play very long last time. Yesterday, in fact. I wanted to play longer. Kind of stopped suddenly because of something coming up. And now I'm going to continue what I was doing yesterday. So here we go. The very loud streets of Marcuria is where we're at, and we're here with the map merchant, trying to explain why.
Did you make your delivery to Tunlayak at the Journeyman Inn yet?
Oh yeah.
I forgot all about that.
By the balance, get to it.
So while we were in Stark, we didn't deliver any maps, but he doesn't seem too upset. I guess we got our job back? I don't know. But first, I want to try this Cups game. No, not that, April. Come on. Because we have a
How
trick
about
up
a
our
game of
sleeve.
cups today?
We have a trick up our sleeve, and it's not magic.
Can you tell me again what I can win?
An antique Domari canter from Gien, a superb cast iron replica of Mount Tyranny, a magic walnut from Anciel, and this, unique talking bird.
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
We do have some cash, right? Yeah, we have some coins. Yeah, we got some coins.
Here's
from
my
the-
coin. Now, how do I play?
I place one cup on top of your coin, like so. Then, I shuffle them, like so. Now, you guess which cup hides your coin. If you get it right, you win another coin, 3 in a row, and you win a prize.
Ha ha ha. So, this is how we do it. Normally, we wouldn't be able to win at all, but we have this screwdriver, which is magnetic.
Nothing happened.
It's a bit cheaty, but he said no magic,
Hey,
but
that
not.
cup moved. It's gotta be this one.
That's correct, but that's... You used magic, didn't you? You used your magic wand.
Nuh-uh. Your amulet didn't light up, did it?
No, but it's impossible.
Because you use magic yourself? Because nobody's supposed to ever win your game? They have a name for people like you, sir. Con artist.
What? I'm outraged. I'm outraged.
Whatever. I want my prize.
Prize? You don't get a prize for winning once, especially when you're cheating. You cheat.
It was cheating.
You want me to
be
call the
fair.
city guard? I demand a prize.
Oh, by the gods of gambling. Here, take this and leave me be.
No, I don't want. I want the bird.
A calculator? Where did you get this?
Oh, I don't know. Won it off some guy who got it from someone else who's supposedly been in stock. It's it's a valuable souvenir from the mysterious and elusive world of logic.
That will
Now.
come in handy later on.
Would you please let me be? Let someone else play. Yes?
He didn't even lose any money. He just lost his, like, supposedly worthless charm. I don't understand why he's so mad. But I think we can trade this in, though.
I'll make a trade with you. My magic wand for one of your prizes, and then I'll leave your game alone.
What's the catch?
No catch. You get a magic wand, and I get one of your exotic prizes.
Hmm. All right, fair enough. Which prize would you like?
It's an important choice, so I'll think about it before I decide.
Very well. But honor our agreement. And for the love of the balance, don't sell that magic wand to anyone but me.
I think I want the... I would really like to have that
I'm not
cup.
talking to you, you cheat!
It's a talking bird.
No? Can we try it? Can we do it now?
You still interested in a trade? My magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like to trade for?
I haven't decided yet.
What?
Very well.
I've decided I want the cup. Oh, well. I guess we have to do something else. Let's see what else goes on here in Marcuria. Oh yeah, we have to go to Ton Layak at the Journeyman and the German and wait, no, not the temple. Come on. Here we go. Journeyman Inn. Here we go.
I'll visit the Marcuria petting zoo when I'm done saving the world.
What? He's fun to pet, though. Whatever. Hey, man. What you
Assorted
doing?
bottles and spices and herbs.
I think we gotta talk to her.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
Yes, it is me. I like so many of the characters in this game. They're all so interesting and colorful and fancy pants. But, I think the sequels kind of lost track of that whenever they were making that. I'm looking for Ton Luis.
I'm looking for a guest of yours, Ton Layak.
No? Oh.
The sailor? She is looking for work today, I'm afraid. With most of the ships moored to the docks for balance knows how long, it is difficult for sailors to find work.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to help with that too.
Do you know when Ton Layak is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator any time soon.
So, to the docks.
Thank you, ma'am.
To the docks and
You're
our
welcome,
favorite
child.
captain. What's his name? Neveve. Captain Neveve. The one name I remember in this game. Hey, what are you?
Assorted cargo.
No, not that. This
Assorted
thing.
cargo.
This thing walking right in front of us. What is it? Why can't we click on it? That is the most... That's the most interesting thing in the scene, and yet you're not clicking on it, April. What is wrong with you?
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
No? I thought she was here. Now I'm at a loss.
Hello again, old man.
It be you.
Come on with your really slow animation.
See you later.
If I not be dead, I.
Well, you're a bundle of joy, aren't you? I could get your bird back, but no, you don't want me to.
It's just a boring old non-treasure chest. It's a lighthouse.
Okay. I guess Ton Lyak isn't here? No? I'm gonna try to skip past some of these boring walking scenes. Ooh, what is that circle outcrop right there? We've talked to the instrument handler.
She's selling a variety of fresh fish.
That's what they're called, right? Instrument handlers? Maybe we can try visiting him. Is he home? We like him. I know we've just met, but he seems interesting, right? It's always good to talk to people who are like really cryptic and tell you to visit their house on a whim.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
I guess we do have to visit this guy. I didn't know that. I thought we could just skip right ahead to Freeing Bird, but no, we have to do this. What are you doing up there? Come on, man. Ow. I caught my foot in the door. Ooh, dramatic music. Something important must be happening now.
Be welcomed, stranger, to my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples. I will pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan, very important.
I like the way they depict this character, too. Of the timey-wimey... I know that's the second time I've said timey-wimey, and it's getting old, but the not time travel, but the perception of time for different beings, you know, and that if magic exists and if the time continuum exists as people expect it to, then maybe there are creatures who experience it differently than what we do, than what we have did. But and I really like the way they portray this guy. He just is scattered all throughout time, and he has to work really hard at trying to pull himself together, as it were. And it's like, would we be able to do a similar thing? Well, I don't know what a similar thing would be for us, but it's a really cool idea.
Who are you?
I am Abnaxus of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here, and they do rarely visit your kind, and so I am their sole link to humans and Dolmari.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment and thread in time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you.
Oh, aren't you special?
How do your people perceive time?
It is hard to explain. Any moment before this moment and any moment after is the same to me as this one. I have lived already, and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
I think so, but how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic, and there is science, and between the two, everything is possible.
Well, you can't argue with that whenever you so ill-define magic. So...
Can you see the future?
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk. Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be.
So you can't tell the future.
I would see your possible futures, the likely threads among hundreds. If there was not a veil in time, I would.
So, kind of like Garnet from Steven Universe. She sees all the possibilities, but picks the most likely one. So what is this veil?
What's this veil you keep talking about?
Somewhere
What is this
ahead,
veil?
in our path, there is a dark veil through which I cannot pass, past which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to me to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It was, no, will be, created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil, and this will happen only once. It is written.
Written? Where?
In the prophecies.
On the bathroom wall. That's where it's written. That's where I found you, April Ryan.
Tell me about the prophecies.
Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words are the prophecies.
And what do the prophecies say?
Prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall.
Donald Trump?
I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each fork. But the prophecies also speak of a Savior, as the prophecies usually do, one who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent, one who will restore the balance, only to finally break it.
That's pretty
That
convenient.
doesn't sound like a savior.
The word in my tongue is Kanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed who grew to a tall tree.
That's pretty convenient. People have been calling me savior lately. Has this anything to do with it? Can I ask you? Can I ask you a few
Can I
questions?
ask you a few questions?
Yes.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Abnaxis?
What you all about?
Me?
What
About
you all
myself?
about, Abnaxis?
We, the Venar, are not good at speaking of ourselves. We always know who we are, and so we have no need to tell each other.
Well, are you married? Do you have kids? Or perhaps your people don't marry?
Yes, we do marry, and we always know who we are to be with, because our future is also our past, and so we also know our children even though, according to your reckoning, they have yet to be born. My wife was, is, will be, the beautiful Abyanda. She lives by the Bay of Fire in the east. She gave birth to our 3 female children, Abratha, Abalexa, Abpalmana.
How long has it been since you last saw them?
I see them now, April Ryan. Do not forget I perceive time in a different manner from your kind. I have given them your regards.
Well, say hi to them for me.
What? What happened? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So that makes it a lot easier to meet people, though. I mean, if you always know who you're going to be with. So why did you come here?
Why did you come here to Marcuria?
I was chosen to be ambassador to Ireed when I showed a talent for seeing the flow of time from one point to the next. I was trained for a long time in locking myself into a single moment to communicate and understand your world. My people do not normally involve themselves with others, but the Veil has forced us to do so.
Why don't the Venar want to involve themselves with humans?
In the wrong hands, our knowledge is dangerous. To know of the possible fluctuating futures, this can be a weapon to some who flow with time. We cannot interfere with your time. We are not allowed.
Who says?
The balance.
Who says?
The Guardian. The Guardian watches not only the balance between worlds, but also the balance within. Time is in balance, and if this balance is upset, the Guardian would know.
I thought the Guardian was gone.
So he is, and that makes it even more crucial to my people that we preserve the balance and not upset it. Chaos is our enemy, April Ryan, and we do our part to keep it at bay, as do you.
I don't think so. I think I want to go home instead. The balance sounds kind of complicated, you know? Although, speaking truthfully, the, foregoing all the magic and science stuff, having a philosophy of balance, I think, is very important in life because, you know, everything kind of is in balance. It needs to be in balance, you know? And, I think you can learn something from that, you know? You know, maybe you don't know, but there you go. Are you ever planning to go back to your people, Abnaxis, or are you planning to stay here?
Are you planning on ever going back to your people?
When we pass through the veil to the other side and time yet again opens up, I will return to my people. I look forward to that day.
Nice.
I miss my people, and it is hard to speak with your kind. It makes me tired.
Oh,
I know
well,
what you
sorry.
I'm a stranger here too.
You will bring us through the veil, April Ryan, and then we can both leave this place and go home.
Where is your home, Abnaxis?
Across the border mountains and north, to where the forests are evergreen, and where in winter the land turns white.
Canada?
Do you know Father Tobias?
Tobias is a faithful servant of the balance, and he is a good man. He leads the sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me. Amongst my people there is never distrust. We always know the truth, But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone. Well, that's good. Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
Just to change the subject.
No,
suddenly.
I have not. But that does not mean I do not know him. Names are often fleeting, April Ryan.
He's well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm leaning towards the former.
Your mentor? He is a shifter as well?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel. Shift between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Thanks, Abnaxus.
That's pretty convenient.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
Am I? Am I always? I'm pretty sure I could get pretty annoying if you give me the chance.
I need some help in my quest.
Yes, you did.
I did? And what did you answer?
That I will help you as much as I can, but in the end...
I'm on my own. I've heard that one before.
You know, it's very rare that in these kinds of games they actually mention that they're on a quest specifically. Sure, why not? Let's bring up the dragons.
What do you know about dragons?
I do not know much about the kin, but I do know a little. Perhaps it will help you, perhaps not. The Draic kin came to this world a very, very long time ago. Before the dawn of man, before the divide. The Venar had yet to learn to be outside time, and there were few other peoples on Earth. The kin played an important part in the divide, in separating magic from science, and in the founding of the Fathers, the Sentinel, to watch over the balance. It is said that after the divide of the 4 Draic kin that came to Earth, 2 went to Stark, and 2 to Arcadia. But that was a long time ago, 12,000 of your years. I do not know what has become of them since.
Well, you're kind of not helpful whatsoever then, are you? I mean, we've learned all this already from Tobias, so I guess it's kind of useless talking to you, you know? You're kind of useless. Fine. Have you heard of the disc?
Have you heard of a
then?
disc that works as a key to the Guardian's realm?
Yes, but very little. It has been spoken of in the Ireed
Again,
Council only
kind
recently.
of useless.
Brought to attention by the Tyrant Ambassador. He wished to know where it is kept.
And what was the answer?
No one at the council knows or admitted to knowing, and the ambassador was asked to speak with the Sentinel, which he is unlikely to concede to. The Tyrant are allied with the Vanguard, and so are in political and ideological opposition with the Sentinel. I know Vestrum Tobias. He would not speak a word with the Tyrant, nor the Vanguard. Not unless it was to challenge their philosophies.
Ah. Again, a little bit useless, but we did learn about a little bit more about the Venar, a little bit more, not Venar, I forgot what they... Wow, all these names, man, they just go right out of my head, don't they? So, do you know anything about the rift leading to the Guardian's realm? How would I go about fighting chaos? So, do you know anything about the rift?
Do you know anything about a rift leading to the Guardian's realm?
I have heard speak of such a thing. I believe it was where the tower
Fine, will
was
you?
built and the divide created. When the earth was one, it might still
Oh.
be open.
Never
Any
mind.
idea where it is?
I am afraid the Venar were never very involved in the affairs of the Sentinel, nor took any part in the divide except to agree to the necessity of it. We had little choice but to concede. We are a magical people. We need the balance, because we could not survive without magic.
And what is this magic you keep talking about? Is it like some sort of disease or something? I don't know. Can you like shoot fireballs out of your ass or something? You're not being very specific, okay? You know, so how would I go about fighting chaos?
How would I go about fighting chaos?
You cannot fight chaos. It is not so simple. To oppose chaos, one must return order to that which has been affected by chaos, and thus reduce its powers. But this is not something everyone can do. Only those ordained by the balance can embark on such a dangerous task and survive.
Oh, sounds like fun. Well, that's about it for now. You were very
That's about
not
it for now.
helpful.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
Well, you weren't, but
Thanks for your hospitality, Obnaxus.
Goodbye. Blessings of the balance to you, April Ryan, and may your journey have been a long and fruitful one.
that's it? You're just gonna turn your back on me? Okay, fine, I'll turn my back on you. We'll just stand here. You know what? I have a quest to do. I'm gonna go. See you later.
It's a nicely crafted bench.
Oh. Okay. Well, that was fun. Is this the, that kind of looks like the, what is it called from Neverending Story? The Orion? Not Orion, the... Oh, something. I can't remember the name of it. Can we go upstairs?
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Altung language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic. Sounds a little disgusting, to be honest.
It's better than a fish in the ear. Maybe we can go find what's-her-name now. I don't think he can help us anymore at the moment. This is a cool-looking plant right here.
That's one mother of a plant. I wonder if it's a carnivore.
I wonder if it smells like rotten flesh whenever it blooms. Anything else?
It's a flower bed. There's plenty of room for more seeds to be planted in there.
Okay. It's kind of odd. Sure, where to now? Into the Enclave.
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor. It's a small recess about the size of my fist, with a thin duct extending from the recess to the circular hollow in the middle of the floor. There are 3 others just like it, arranged with equal distance to each other in a circle, and all connected via a duct to the center of the floor.
That's pretty specific. That must come in...
It's a circular hollow. The dragon's mouth is pointing
That's pretty specific. That must be important. You know something's important whenever they are that specific about describing it. Hello, old man. Old man? I'm 37. What? I'm 37. I'm not old.
It's one of the Sentinel Minstrom.
How do you know? How do you know all this all of a sudden? I guess he is wearing the same kind of outfit. Let's just talk to him anyways. Old man!
Oh, goodness me, I didn't hear you come in. By the way, you haven't seen Volume 6 of the Complete Annotated History of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
Sorry, no.
I guess someone else must have taken it. I try to tell them to write down what they borrow on the list, but they never listen. Only last week I spent 3 hours searching the entire enclave for the second scripture of the balance, the scripture of song, before I realized that Vestrum Tobias was studying it back in the city. Now, such incidents could be avoided if only, and this applies to you too, young lady, people would sign out the books they borrow when they borrow them and sign them back in when they're done. Such a simple procedure. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds to jot down your name and the name of the book you borrow. It makes my job so much easier. Now, which book did you want me to find for you?
Well, you could have someone dedicated to that task. I mean, making sure they sign their name in. Kind of like I don't know, a librarian. But, of course, this is Marcuria. I guess librarians are, what, science? I don't know how they divide these things up.
Are you Minstrom Yaren?
Yes, of course. Oh, what a silly question.
How would I know? I don't know you.
I am Minstrom Yeren, keeper of the great library of Marcuria. In fact, this is the greatest library of all the Northlands.
Doesn't look that
Perhaps
big.
of the entire world. Although they say the Dark People have a library as big, if not bigger, than this one. But of course, we're not allowed anywhere near there. Have you been there?
I don't think...
What a silly question. Of course you haven't. You're not of the Dark People, are you? You don't look like any Dark People I've ever seen, so I can't see how you could possibly...
What are you
Where did
implying?
Volume 6 disappear to?
What is it with old people and being slightly racist? Well, we just have to feel uncomfortable and move on, I guess.
Tobias said I should talk with you.
Tobias? Vestrum Tobias? I haven't seen him for... Well, he was in last week, but before that it must have been days at least. How is he? Still eating enough for 2 mules? I must tell you of this funny story I heard the other day, of how Vestrum Tobias eats enough for a table full of minstrum. Or was it one Elguan? Although the Elguan don't, as a rule, eat very much at all. Did you know that the Elguan can smell water more than half a day's journey away? Amazing, amazing creatures, perfectly suited for life in the desert. The balance provides, that's for certain. The balance provides.
Kind of like camels. Are you crazy, old man? Are you a crazy old man? Is that what you are?
Vestrum Tobias recommended that I look at some books.
Books is what we do best here at the Enclave, that is for certain. Which book would you like to see?
Maybe something in the, the land of ice and fire. What is it called? Lord of the Ring. Not Lord of the Rings. Yeah, well, Lord of the Rings would be fine, but Game of Thrones maybe. You know, I haven't read those books yet. I've seen the series. I would like to know how it's different from the series. Oh, you don't have those kinds of books here. Okay. Well,
I'm
let's just
looking
go
for
through
some
them all.
information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
Do you have any naughty books? Maybe something with pictures? Sure.
I need to find out which four magical people of Arcadia were given a piece of the stone disc that serves as the key to the Guardian's realm.
The stone disc of the balance, yes? Yes. There could possibly be something on that in... let me check. Just one moment. I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
I guess it's reading time. Let's go, April. That's pretty convenient that it's at the right chapter. Chapter 16 in the... Oh, this is an odd... I don't like this font, okay? You could have chose a more clear font. Chapter 16 in the Elfin Scriptures. The Scriptures of Breaking. Regarding the Disc of the Balance and the events of the... and the events that came about when the disc was broken. The scriptures tell us that the disc was kept in the enclave for many thousands of years, safely guarded from any threat by the respect... What? Safely guarded from any threat by the respect held by every man and woman for the authority of the fathers. But with dissent came disobedience, and disobedience brought immorality, and immorality brought theft. Tyrant soldiers, aided by the sentinel traders, attempted to... That's kind of odd to end a sentence in the middle of a page. Make way with the disc, but more thwarted by... but were thwarted by the wight of the kin herself. Interesting. Although forbidden to do so, on behalf of the fathers, the disc was brought safely back to the enclave. But the threat... Something... Hunger... in the... But the threat would... Hunger in the minds of the minstrels and the vestrums, so it became that the disc was melted in the forge of the dragon's mouth, shaped into the elements of four magical people, and given to the respective people for safekeeping until such a time when it was decreed that the disc should once more be whole. One stone to the gentle souls that dig in the dark and shape the earth between their toes. One stone to the watchers of the woods, the ones who are outside, one stone to the two that make one of air and sea, and one stone to the keepers of the dark flame of the eternal dark, the mariners. What? I'm serious. This is really hard for me to read. I don't know why. When the time comes for the disc to be whole again, one person will make a journey to the four who hold the pieces, and the place will be given willingly, and the pieces will be given willingly, because there will be no something to the righteousness of this person.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Okay, let's skip this. Skip. Thank you. Okay, so we know it's been
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
I really wasn't expecting that font to be so hard to read. So we know it's divided into four pieces, into blah 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 blah, etc. etc. etc.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
Well, as long as they're I don't really want to look at the Marcuria book. Spear of Gorimon. Mr. Marcuria. I don't know if I'm required to read all these. I know I'm kind of required to read that one, but let's try one more.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
I'd like to learn more about dragons, about the Dragonkin.
Yeah, dragons.
Oh, yes,
I want to create a
we
heavy
have
metal
some
cover.
wonderful books on that topic. Stay here.
I want to create a heavy metal cover that has dragons prominently displayed on it, so I need a reference for all the different kinds of dragons. You know how it is. Skip.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Thank you. Secrets of the Drakekin by Minstrom Elk. Forward. The Drakekin are known by many names throughout the Tyran world. In all tongues, they are often referred to as the Drakekin. In some rare variations of Lord tongue, Draken in Scotland, Southlands, the word Drachen refers specifically to the winged lizard shape traditionally associated with the kin. In Irhad, the eternal spirits of the kin are called simply Drak, regardless of their current shape. In Stark, how do they know so much about Stark? This is kind of distressing because we don't know anything about Arcadia supposedly, and yet they know everything about Stark. What is the deal? In Stark, most cutleries, custards, castors refer to the kin as dragon, drago, drak, or dragon, though this usually refers only to the winged lizard-like shape and not to the spirit inhabiting this shape. In fact, while in Arcadia. Is that what it says? Arcadia? The kin are respected and revered as eternal spirits with great significance in the balance and all this stuff. The bastards. In Stark, the kin are mostly creatures of mythology and folktales. However, in some Stark legends and scriptures, notably the Christian, but how do they know about the Christian Bible? What the hell is up with that? The name dragon is associated with the forces of evil, and thus religions do seem to have. What is contaminate? Jesus. Carried over in somewhat distorted form. Who or what are the dragon? Why not ask who is the creator or what is all? Questions thus asked will remain improprietary unanswered, for they are not answerable. To condense all knowledge of the Creator into one answer is folly, as any attempt to define the all without describing every single element that makes up the all. That's not true. That is definitely not true, because I can eat an orange and tell you what an orange is and make you understand what an orange is without having to explain the creation of the universe. So all of the dragon we cannot answer. So also with the dragon we cannot answer. Who is the kin or what is the kin? But we can provide some answers to simpler questions. The questions that deal with what we see and hear and feel. See, that's science. What we see and fear and heal. What we see and hear and feel. That's kind of what the science describes. You create a hypothesis and you describe that. And what we have been told by the kin themselves, answer that together may give us, if only for the faintest hint of the whole truth, then at least some indication of who or what the draken are. Born of the emptiness between the stars, reads the Elneroth, scriptures of the balance and the scriptures of time, shaped in unsomely some word, with all, part of the all, yet outside the all, kind of like Time Lords, I guess. Draken, not the ancient tight tongue of Draken. Okay, jeez, it's hard to read. Why so many variations and interpretations of the Draken from culture to culture? The kin have always been shrouded in mystery, and from mystery rises legend and myth. The kin seem content to be seen as nothing but tall tales and figments of the bards for bards something.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Yes, there was this strange, not Scottish, but there was a strange man reading it to me. And I'm afraid of the next one. I am afraid of the next one.
Oh, goodness, it's you again.
Oh, come
You
on.
gave me such a fright.
I'm still here. I've been here this whole time.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
A book on the history of Marcuria would be interesting.
Okay, let's see what Marcuria has to see. These are pretty short
I
books.
did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
They are along the same lengths as, like, not nearly as many, but in the Elder Scrolls series, there's like 1 billion books, and there's like... In the many ways... Oh my god. In the many years, as traveling poet and bard, I've journeyed far and wide across the far realms of Arcadia and have seen sights most people have not dreamed. I have stood on the magnificent and terrible something corpses in midst of winter. When the storms are at their fiercest, while waves as tall as towers and mashed over the frozen bay, I have witnessed the monstrous beasts that lurk in the dark and deadly waters of the ocean, the sea, the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian Ocean, hell, the South Swallow Brave Gollum's hole. What? Waters of the waters of the South Swallow. Oh, the waters of the South Swallow Brave. Waters of this. Okay. The waters of the South Swallow Brave Galleon's hole. Creatures the size of monuments that with a flick of the tail can touch the depths of the sea and the stars themselves. I have crested the great oceans from north to south and from east to west, and in course been stranded on the desert islands with no sustenance but what I could gather from the sparse vegetation. For months at a time I have ridden giant Elguan across the wastelands from Albion to Montana, and further south where the Turkish oasis, Torak the oasis, are few and far between, and have seen the shifting domes above the ruins of the Gulmore Pressure. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Man, this is very hard to read. Okay. Blah, la, 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 la. Travel to distant destinations around the world. Wow, that was interesting.
Let me take that back for you.
I doubt that information will ever come in handy. I don't think there's anything else we could talk to him about at the moment, though.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some...
Oh, certainly.
Oh, Silver Spear of Gorimon. We didn't read that.
I'm looking for a story called The Silver Spear of Gorimon.
Isn't Gorimon that one from that,
a fanciful tale, if I ever saw one, but a charming one. Did you know that I'm often paid visit by adventurers wishing to read everything available on the spear so that they too could set out on their foolish quests?
Yeah, don't you just hate those adventurers?
Well, they pay for my bread, milk, and butter with their contributions to the coffers, so I shouldn't be too critical of them. But they care not about the books. They care only about what the books can give them.
I care. About the books, really.
I can tell. So, the Silver Spear of Gorimon, then?
Isn't Gorimon that character from Japan? The mystical ninja game from SNES is about Goemon, right? Goemon. I think it's Goemon. He's like a thief or something, or he's like the Robin Hood of Japan, I think. I'm probably wrong, but you know.
I did find something of interest.
This is
I'll
the
leave
internet.
it here for you to read.
In the glory days of Pakistan. In the glory days of Pakistan, before the drought. Why do I keep doing a Scottish accent? I don't know any other accents. What's a southern accent sound like? I'm American, but I don't know anything. So I'm American. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I do declare, in the glory days of Baka Shah, before the drought, when Goemon was the greatest city in the known world, the Poch of Bakashera decided to forge the most powerful weapon in the world to challenge the mighty White Dragon. The Perich King had grown greedy and bored. His treasure filled with the riches of the world. Treasures? Treasure hold? Oh, treasure hold. His treasure hold filled with the riches of the world, and he desired nothing except the one thing that he could never ever have. A nice mint julep. No, I kid. Oh, the unborn daughter of the White Dragon. The forest parent. The forest parent, most beautiful creature in the land universe. Tai. What? What? Could not have the unborn daughter of the dragon. The dragon, the foul-wrist, perished, most beautiful creature in the universe. Tai had asked the White Dragon for her daughter's hand in marriage. I don't understand that sentence. I cannot understand that sentence. But she had refused, scolding him for his insolence and warning him to keep away. I assume that's what it's going to say. Oh, sorry. His distance from immortals. And so Perrock saw the articles advice of the mighty sorcerer, the dark and cruel Eos, to learn how to kill one of the Draken. The sorcerer told Perrock of the white silver of Mont Trevesi, the strongest substance in Arcadia, and how it could be forged by magic to kill even one of the kin. The Peric ordered his army to go north across the ocean and to bring back enough white silver to shape a weapon. When his men returned with the rare metal, the Pouch ordered the finest blacksmith in Bakshora to his castle, where Eos, the sorcerer, cast a spell to create an unholy forge. To this 10 days and nights it took before the exhausted blacksmith could present a tall spear to his master, Emperor. But before the spear could be used to kill one of the kin, it had to be bathed in blood. Beheading the poor blacksmith and the soldier who had the white silver from Mount Tris. Oh, the soldiers. Okay. And beheading the poor soldiers of that who had retrieved the white silver from Mount Thrissy. Parish. Oh man. Bath was filled with their blood as he dropped the silver spear into the red bath, watched over by Eos. A terrible scream erupted, and steam rose up from a red, foul-smelling cloud. When the stream lifted, the blood was all gone, and the spear was glowing in a deep red color. With a terrible weapon now ready to be wielded, the Perrock issued a challenge to the White Draken to either surrender her daughter to him for marriage or suffer a painful death at his hand. Enraged, the White Dragon.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
I'm still reading it. No. Oh my god. I was getting into it too. I was just getting into that book. Oh shoot. I'll be right back. I gotta take a break. Okay, sorry for that interruption, and sorry for this interruption because I'm going to have to cut this one short. I know we're in the middle of reading the book in a very southern style. What they call that? That southern style accent. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to leave here. So follow me on Twitter, Adam Plays Badly. Follow me on Instagram, Adam Plays Badly. Follow me on Snapchat, Adam Plays Badly. Follow me on email me, adamplaysbadly@gmail.com. Anything else? Not Facebook, because I hate Facebook. And that's all. So, signing off for today. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.